Hello everyone, Matranus from this site, and today we will be speaking about high-end level gathering and how to do it, why to do it, and what is like the place to do all the farm. So from the beginning, maybe start from more boring stuff like mapping the environment and placing it and trying to just like gather on it. So right now, as you can see on my minimap, I have something like a yellow pink. What is it? Oh, it's supposed to be a tree over here. Oh, there is it. So I am a lumber and I'm picking the trees. So what am I supposed to do with this when I find one? I'm supposed to mark them. So for example, I going through the location and I saw a nice looking tree, and every single time when I go back to this place again, over here can be the same or a different type of the tree. It's related to the zone, it relates to how rare are resources over here, so on and so forth. Not in every single spot they are the same, not every single spot are not taken, because some people are just like gathering the resources too. But as you can see, I don't have even this mark. So I will do this in a moment. I just finish this up. Okay. One of the most important stuff, do you want it to not gathering when you're taking the damage. So first you clearing the mob, later you gathering the stuff. So going back, as we hit the map, I will die or not? No, I will not die. Okay. But I will eat something. Eat, man. Okay, so as we going through the map, this is like my location when you can just like gather tier 3 resources, and as you can see, we going through the bush. Oh, nice looking tree, right? Okay, so we will now mark this tree on our minimap. We can even just write here. And every single time when we go here, it's supposed to be this, but it's not ancient always. So it's just a tree. It's always randomly. So it's this like respawn. It's respawn probably with something different on it. So don't always count to have like, oh, it's ancient in this place. This always will be the ancient. No, it's not. So it's like first stuff. Secondly, why we marking this on our map? So the main difference between marking and not marking the map, it's efficiency of what we are doing right now. So if we have the pings on the map, we will be doing this much quicker and we know where to go, because I saw, okay, maybe this is the place, and later on I will be going left or right, I don't know, maybe I will go left, right? So going to the street trees, but I don't see it on the map. Okay, so when I finish this wood, I don't will be running to the left side. I will jump on my mount and I will go to left side, right? So this is the efficiency that is like relay to doing this stuff. If we have like nice character, we can do this, right? First of all, on the beginning, I don't recommend to gather up in the high-end level zone. You're always supposed to gather in the zone that is like correlating with your character level. So for example, right now I'm in the northern Windreach Woods. This is like level 20. All of the mobs over here are level 20. My character is level 20. I can be here, right? Because if not, I don't will be, for example, on level, I don't know, 10, 12, 13. All the mobs from all the area will be like aggroing on me crazy like shit. And I cannot just like do this. So remember to always go to the place only when you have like enough level. And second stuff, even if you will do to this kind of the level that you can, don't be armless, because somebody can just go over here, try to kill you and take your stuff from you, right? So always try to be careful, always try to avoid some contact if you only for the gathering, because on a PvE zone like this, if I get killed by somebody, I can lose one stack of what I have. On a PvP zone, I will lose like 5 random stack of what I have from the materials that I have. So it's like always quite nice to know where are you going and what you will be doing, right? And trying to spread your resources evenly through your like equipment, right? If you can see, right now I have like 1 mutated leaf and I just like separate one from another. Okay, so if we have in the marking, if we having this one, why are you only gathering the trees? You have just like over here, just like prosperous bush or what else? In the game, in the Corepunk, we have something like an efficiency level. So you wanted to focus mainly on one thing, not on 2, not on 3, in my opinion, of course, but only going hard on one thing. Why? You know, when we starting to gather up, we only gathering 1 bar and it's going slowly. This taking a lot of time and it's like really slow, right? We can of course gather it, but why, if we can only focus on one thing and later trade with somebody that is gathering something else? So you're supposed to play this way, of course, in my personal subjective opinion. So we're focusing on getting one really nice gathering profession and going from 0% efficiency to 100 and later locking this up. I will just like messing around right now. I will mess this up, but I don't care. So if you will be just like going through the woods and for example, you wanted to have this like 100%. Why do you even bothering by locking this? Because it's like, I only will be gathering the wood. I don't will be gathering something else. Because when you lock it, you will lose all your mana for a moment. So you cannot just like lock it, unlock it, lock it, unlock it. And secondly, every single time when we start the gathering process, I will lose 5 mana points on level 20. When you're just like lower levels, you will like disable less. So, okay, why is this? Because if I will do this, I'm just like messed up right now. I get like 1% efficiency in something different. If I wanted to go back right now, and you can see, it's like easy, right? 1%, okay. I say, oh, I screwed it up. So I just like accidentally click on it. And right now I'm trying to gather up to going back to 100% because right now I cannot even take the epic resources and I cannot gather up, for example, the boss or something, right? I don't have 100% efficiency. You can see I just got 0.01% of it. I mean 0.1%. So it's like, it's really hard to get back to 100%. So you always wanted to have it locked. So right now I will be gathering 10 more trees. And of course, we don't need to cut all the trees. You can just like go like this, right? Just when it's done, just like leave it. And we got, right? We got the percentage in efficiency. So you wanted to have like 100%. You wanted to lock it up. You don't want it to mess this around. You always want it to be locked to something else, to one profession, I think. And it's different with the craft because the craft requires you to, after locking, going to spend the gold to craft something, no matter what it is. So on the same character, you're supposed to go with one stuff, in my opinion, in my personal opinion. But the gathering, it's only one-way ticket. Of course, you can messing around, you can just like gather what do you want and so on and so forth, but it's like you will not receive like high amount of the quality and high amount of the resources if you will be focusing on everything. It's better to have like one profession, go really hard with one profession and later exchange with somebody that is going to do something else, right? If you have a guild member, colleague or someone, yeah, you want to have this like really nice. I don't want it to like take this tree right now because I don't have like 100% and I don't, this can be a blood hand in it. So the epic resources. So I wanted to have like 2 more trees. Or 1 tree. Okay, we have 1. 1 fate, 1. Oh, and now I can just like go back, because on the last tick this will be like 100% again. So as you can see, this is quite easy when you have this location with the markers on it. So you always wanted to go from 1 tree to another. Do you want to have your own rotation? This taking some time, but it's like later in the future, after you will have the spots. Of course, first of all, you will know the rotation of your own character. You will know where to go, how to find it. You will know the easy road, so on and so forth. So if we have this 100% and this take a long time, we can lock this up by this. And now we cannot just gather anything. I will show you on something. For example, I will try to catch another like tree. Oh. With each step, I rise. Not enough mana, right? So we need to have some mana to do it. And this will be fine, right? And as I say, right now with the locked efficiency, this doesn't change. So we're supposed to stay on this, right? 100% efficiency, just go with one profession, don't mess this up. In my opinion, this is the best way to gather up in this game. And of course, do you want to have this like gathering spot for yourself? I will now speak a little bit about this like location to gather in this hub. So first of all, I wanted to mention that logging and herbalism is like easiest to farm in the game right now. Because not logging, not herbalism requires you to fight with the enemies, and they have just like really nice accessible region. So Northern Windreach Woods is like the primary level 20, full of bushes, full of like trees, level 3 places. For like metal, we going into the steppes. So I mean, mining quite hard. You need to know what to do, where to go, so on and so forth. And of course on the steppes they are just like extremely dangerous. We have this manta, scolopendra, and all of this like crazy mobs that is going around over there, and there is no way to be a really good miner without knowing a little bit about the game. And of course you can try to go and farm a little bit in Westwind Woods, especially on the right side if you need some metal. But oh, I mean, like truly this is like pain in the ass to do without of tier 3 nodes. And last but not least, we have the butchering, and this is like even more complicated in my opinion, because the granulated tissue that is for healer drops almost only from the bosses. So if you are a healer and you're playing alone, you are screwed, because you will not kill any boss in the game, in my opinion. If you are just like anybody and you try to get the heart, you're supposed to try to go to the Great Steppes or some location over here and try to kill hyenas. They are just like level 20 wolves, but nastier, and they just like leveling, they just like regenerating the health overall. So they are really hard to kill. But from the second side, probably you will manage. After like 20, 30, you will have like one beating heart. Maybe. So it's quite hard to do. And in my opinion, the gathering right now with this like a little bit higher gathering rate from every single nodes that we have. So for example, right now I just have like 1 drop of neon mushroom, mutated leaf. So yeah, it's like fine, and you don't like been poking around. And of course, remember to mine most of the tier 3 resources. So as you can see, this is just a rich timber hard vine. Nothing special, may you say. But maybe inside is one of the blood honey, because this have a chance. Maybe a little bit low, but oh yeah, and you can have it, right? So as you can see, perfectly done, just like okay. So as you can see, we always picking up the tier 3 resources, tier 3 veins, because it's always going in the same way. I don't know how this happened, but it's like magic. Okay, so thank you for your attention. I going back to farm some honey and some dragon shell or different stuff, and see you again in the future, because I think this is all the layers that we have and all the stuff that I wanted to mention. There is crafting, but I say tier 4 crafting recipes. I mean tier 3 crafting recipes that I've been making earlier. It's still available, but only now, only different. It's like you need to have the recipe learned on your character. So if you don't know it, this probably is in the description on this video. So I don't think I need to go and make a new one, because this is the same as it is. But maybe in the future I will do like complete crafting guide for everything, if this will be the possibility, and if I have like so many resources that I don't know what to do with it. But most of the content I will be doing is in Polish, but I wanted to give you some of my thoughts in English. I hope you enjoy it. I hope this will be good tips and tricks for you. And if you have some question, of course, leave it in the comments. And see you around, people. See you on the trail.